Good morning, everyone. My name is Patrick McKernan. Welcome to my YouTube series, The Maker's Path. Again, for those of you that don't read the comments, on one of my videos, John left some great advice, and he suggested setting the compound. Hopefully you can see everything, and I got the camera at the right angle. He suggested setting this at roughly 29 degrees, so I've done that, and then bringing the tool at 90 degrees or whatever in line to your work. This allows me to work the dials without them hitting each other, so great. In one of my videos I had everything lined up, and I was able to do it because it's a good design of the lathe, but it wasn't exactly ideal. So he suggested this is how the guys in the know tend to set it up initially. So please, I welcome any comments, advice. Another thing he mentioned, and I left it in there deliberately, basically this action right here. So do not do that. Wander around, start shooting your video, and leave your chuck, or leave your key in the chuck. When I'm working and talking and doing stuff, I didn't upload a little bit of the video footage I shot yesterday. I'm gonna take that right out right now, because I actually did this yesterday. I was shooting a little video footage. I didn't turn the lathe on, but I was going to. I was messing around, I was fiddling with the dials, setting things up, yada yada, and then I thought, okay, I think I'm ready, and I actually went to the cutting fluid. I put some cutting fluid on my thing of steel, and I was just about to go over here and plug her in and turn it on, and I thought, hey, wait a minute, that's exactly what John mentioned. And I was really embarrassed and shocked at how easy it is to do that. So I thought, in this morning's video, I thought I would bring it up. He suggested painting this like a bright color, yellow or orange, so that I would see it. It's like, dude, take that out. Imagine getting that. It's pretty heavy, getting that in the head. That'd be it. I'm recently single. I need to get some action. I don't need to land in the hospital. So I haven't been here, which usually works. Put the chuck key in the bin. That's my quote holder. So that's my safety rant for this morning, and thank you for this setup. This probably will be much better, and I need some advice or thoughts on, I'm aware I could take the chuck off and put another center, if I had it, in this spindle to see. My concern has been with this old lathe, there is a little wear on the tailstock, so I got a fairly thin bit, drill bit, and I just carefully put it in the chuck. I didn't crank it super tight, but it looks like it matches up pretty well enough for my purposes. If I push on this, it does deflect the drill bit up a tiny bit, which could be just the way the drill bit's cut, or it could be this is like a thousandths or something low, which I would expect because of the wear, a little bit of wear on the thing. But that's honestly, when I look at it there with the tip of a drill bit and the point of the center matching up quite nicely, I don't know, what are your thoughts on that? Is that pretty close to centered in terms of if I'm cutting? Would my piece be within a thousandths or two in terms of any kind of a taper on a longer piece? I needed a way to, I was worried about it, and I wanted a way to tell myself that it's okay. So this is what I came up with. I thought, well, I don't really have anything that'll fit in the spindle. I think I've got an arbor, but I don't really have a drill chuck that goes on. It looks like an arbor, right? I don't think I have a proper drill chuck that'll go on that. And I don't have another center. I have a drill chuck for this side, so possibly I could put the drill on this side, or another drill bit on this side. But I thought that's a pretty good way to, I'll just move back this out now. That's pretty good. So another thing John suggested, another idea, was instead of having to do that all the time to center my stuff, is to actually make a height gauge to center my drill bit or my tool bit. So he said he uses a machinist square that is actually just cut off where it needs to be. So he puts the square on here, puts his tool up to it and gets the height quickly, which would be really good. I'm kind of goofing around in terms of what I could find that would actually take care of that. I don't really have a machinist square at all, so I don't have one that I can cut off. But I guess throwing a drill bit in the chuck would be pretty close, and because I don't want to add any more wear to the tailstock, like sliding it forward all the time every time I work. So just putting a drill bit in the chuck for a moment before I put my work in that's pretty good. That's pretty close, but is it close enough? I don't know. Should I just make a height gauge? Whoops. See, there you go. Screwed up. So should I just make a height gauge? I'm going to take that out before I break it. I can't resist the dials. So there are shiny dials here, and I must turn them. So there you go. This is a very small drill bit, small enough that I actually can't read the size on it. Maybe 5/32. Yeah, it's got writing on it, but who can read that? Yeah, I think it came out of the 5/32. Okay, I want to keep this video reasonably short. I put up a really long video there, and it's all as fun as that is. I'd like to keep them into more manageable segments. So what I have here is a piece of aluminum stock. I think it's 1 inch in diameter, and I'm going to cut off a hunk of it. I don't have one of those fancy bang saws, and while I'm talking, everybody witness, I'm putting the chuck where it belongs. Holy crap. Safety stuff is like crazy with these things. It's amazing. So here we go. This is my high-tech method of cutting aluminum. I'm actually going to put my safety glasses on. I think it's a basketball game. I like just having the radio on for a little background noise. Okay, I got safety glasses on. You don't need to see me cut a piece of aluminum on video. I'll probably video a bit of the turning. I'm going to try turning it. Essentially what I think I'm going to make is a little tiny machinist mallet. So I've got a 9-inch chunk. I'll turn it down a little bit. I want to thread a little piece on the end and then make a little drill a hole in a little rounded chunk and make a little machining mallet that I can use to tap things and whatever. Just as a practice piece. I don't know what it'll look like. Be cool if I had a knurling attachment, but yeah, I'm not going to knurl it. I'll probably figure out something to do with some of the other new bits that I bought. Alright, I'll get back in a bit when I cut that piece and get it in the lathe. Alright. Said I wouldn't film this, but it's really entertaining. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Cut on the forward stroke. This is why I need one of those fancy metal handheld bang saws. Really just need to win the freaking lottery. I don't make enough money where I work. But I am getting a little exercise, which is much needed. Okay. It might take a good 6-7 minutes to get through this. So I'll pause the video. Yeah, riveting action. Okay guys, I'll bring you in for the big win. Getting close. Saturday, April 20th, 2019. I was there, man. I saw the whole thing. I saw a dude cut a chunk of aluminum by hand. It was epic. Come on, baby. Almost there. I'm excited. Come on. And the stupid wood vise keeps slipping. Okay. Oh, I almost break it off. Here she goes. Oh, it's behind me. Okay. Did her. Oh, crikey. Whew. I'm getting old. Oh my god. I don't know. Would you use cutting fluid with a hacksaw? I don't know. Newbie questions. At least I can cook. Okay. Wow. Aluminium. So there's my aluminum. I think I'll just face that end off. Yeah. I'm going to set it up, get it in there, and see how I do. See if I can turn some of it. Alright, I'll come right back.